Hello students, welcome to JCE Connect. In this video, we are going to discuss small signal operation and models from module 1 subject analog circuits. In this video, we are going to discuss with respect to MOSFET, the DC bias point, signal current in drain terminal, the voltage gain, separating the DC analysis and the signal analysis. To begin with, the concepts. The DC bias point. We know that saturation current, it is given by ID is equal to half mu n COX W by L VGS minus VT square. The DC bias current ID can be found by setting VGS equal to 0. This VGS corresponds to the signal that need to be amplified, where we have neglected the channel length modulation in the ID equation, current equation. The DC voltage at the drain, we can refer it as VDS or VD since source terminal is connected to ground. And VDS or VD is given by VD equal to VDD minus ID RD. To ensure saturation region operation, we must have that VDS or VD should be greater than VGS minus VT. Furthermore, since the total voltage at the drain will have a signal component superimposed on VD, VD has to be sufficiently greater than VGS minus VT to allow for the required signal swing. We understand these DC bias point slide once again with respect to the circuit. See, in this circuit, if you observe, you have got a drain resistor RD, an NMOS transistor, output is collected at the drain terminal, the current flowing through RD is ID. There are two sources you can observe here. There are two sources. One is with the lowercase letter VGS, the one more is uppercase letter VGS. This uppercase letter VGS corresponds to a DC voltage connected for biasing, whereas VGS corresponds to the signal that need to be amplified. So which is time varying signal whose amplitude is not constant. So VGS plus VGS, this will be input at gate terminal. VGS is constant DC and this is variable component. So in DC analysis, what we are making is this particular time varying component signal, okay, that you are giving from function generator or audio, that particular signal VGS you are making 0. So lowercase letter VGS you are making 0, means your circuit has got only DC sources, voltage sources, VDD and VGS. So the current that are flowing through the circuit are only DC currents. All the DC current components are represented with the help of capital letter subscript as well as the letter V and I. And when you connect signal VGS, okay, lowercase letter, when you connect a signal, then the current flowing is represented by instantaneous current or AC current. So the current voltage at drain terminal VD, or since source is connected directly to ground, source terminal, this one, source terminal is connected to ground, at drain you are taking output, I can refer this as VD or VDS. Input we are giving at gate terminal, we are referring it as VGS. The voltage at this point VD is given by VDD minus the current flowing through RD. So when VGS is 0, the current flowing through RD will be a DC current. So it is represented with the help of capital letter I and D. So if you observe the DC bias point analysis that we have done, VDS collected is VD is equal to VDD minus IDRD. And one more the important concept is for saturation region operation of MOSFET, saturation region of operation of MOSFET, N MOSFET, we must have that VDS or VD value greater than VGS minus VT, so that sufficient signal swing, the entire signal can be amplified. In saturation region, the current is given by ID is equal to half mu n COX W by L VGS minus VT square by neglecting channel length modulation, and we are assuming lowercase VGS equal to 0. The second point, small signal operation and models. Now from this circuit, we have to derive a small signal model for our analysis. We have to do DC analysis. When you are doing DC analysis, you are keeping AC source VGS lowercase letter 0, and then you can do DC analysis. And for small signal AC analysis, you need small signal model, equivalent model. The large signal operation of common source MOSFET amplifier linear amplification can be obtained by biasing the MOSFET to operate in saturation region and by keeping input signal small. Consider common source amplifier circuit for analysis as shown in the circuit, conceptual circuit. Here MOS transistor biased by applying DC voltage VGS. Please concentrate on the notation. VGS here capital letter, it indicates that it's a DC source. Input signal to be amplified VGS, so this is a signal that need to be amplified given from say function generator, is shown superimposed on the DC bias voltage VGS. So this GS should be a subscript, so like this notation. The output is taken at the drain, output is taken at the drain. The signal currents in the drain terminal, if I analyze, we know that. Next, consider the situation with the input signal VGS, that is AC signal VGS lowercase letter. Consider the situation with the input signal VGS applied. So we have applied VGS. The total instantaneous gate to source voltage. So you have to understand DC current is represented, DC voltage is represented with uppercase letters and uppercase subscripts. The input signal, which is varying signal that need to be amplified, that is given by lowercase letter, lowercase v as well as lowercase gs as a subscript. Even current is lowercase I and lowercase d subscript. That represents say the AC signal that is flowing after applying the input signal that need to be amplified from function generator VGS lowercase. This you need to concentrate. The total instantaneous means at that instant. It is like taking a snapshot. Okay, at that moment how you are standing or how you are giving pose, based on that your picture is taken. So that instant, what is a current? Instant means there is a DC, there is a as well as there is a AC component. So DC VGS plus AC VGS together at that instant it will give you instantaneous voltage. So lowercase v but capital GS, capital subscript VGS corresponds to instantaneous gate to source voltage. Students, this you have to concentrate properly. Both in case of current as well as in voltage, you have to concentrate. The resulting in a total instantaneous drain current, again you observe ID, instantaneous. I is lowercase, d subscript is capital. It represents instantaneous value of drain current. So instantaneous value of drain current ID is given by half Kn dash W by L. Now if you observe, earlier we had got in saturation region the current was half Kn dash W by L half mu n Cox. So that Kn dash is nothing but mu n Cox. Mu n Cox together can be represented as Kn dash. Half mu n Cox or half Kn dash W by L Vgs minus Vt square. So in place of Vgs we are writing now DC as well as AC component. So Vgs plus Vgs minus Vt square. So same equation. The saturation current equation only we are writing with the help of to calculate instantaneous drain current. Now if you rearrange capital Vgs minus Vt threshold value, okay, gate DC voltage applied at the gate and the threshold value Vgs minus Vt together, Vgs minus Vt plus Vgs we can write. The same expression can be written as Vgs minus Vt plus this lowercase subscript Vgs AC component or signal need to be amplified Vgs. So it is like A plus B whole square. So it will be A square plus B square plus 2AB. So if you expand this, half Kn dash W by L is constant. So this term you have arranged it as Vgs minus Vt. So that is A term plus Vgs lowercase, that is B term. A plus B square is Vgs minus Vt square first term. Then 2 times Vgs minus Vt into Vgs. So that half and into 2, that term will get cancelled. 2 will get cancelled from this expression. So you are left with Vgs minus Vt into Vgs. Then Vgs square. So 3 components you are expanding. So if you observe clearly the first term, that first term indicates that it is DC bias current. The voltage available is DC, okay, threshold value minus. So it entirely represents the DC bias current. Next expression shows the current that depends on the variation of a input signal applied. It may increase or decrease, but it depends on the Vgs value. The third term is undesirable component. It represents non-linear distortion. So from basic equation only, saturation current equation, we have got these 3 terms, okay, and we have analyzed it. Next, to continue, to reduce the non-linear distortion, the introduced by MOSFET, the input signal should be kept small so that half Kn dash W by L Vgs square should be very much less than Kn dash W by L Vgs minus Vt Vgs. To reduce non-linear distortion, this third term should be much lesser as compared to the second term, resulting in Vgs, if you solve this equation, resulting in Vgs, so Kn dash W by L will get cancelled, this 2 will go on this side, so Vgs will get cancelled, so Vgs is very much less than 2 times Vgs minus Vt, or equivalently Vgs is very much less than 2 times overdrive voltage. VOE corresponds to overdrive voltage of the transistor. If the small signal condition is satisfied, we may neglect the last term and express ID as, okay, again, now what is this symbol? This symbol is instantaneous drain current. What is this symbol? Second one. This symbol corresponds to DC bias current. The third term, it corresponds to the current due to the input signal applied, which we can call it as AC signal or AC current, where ID is given by Kn dash W by L VGS minus VT into VGS. So this already we have discussed. So with respect to this expression, first corresponds to DC bias current. The second expression Kn dash W by L VGS minus VT into VGS, this corresponds to the second term. So this will be AC current that is flowing in drain, and this we are neglecting since it is very small. If we keep this term small, then we are left with only two terms. So instantaneous current ID is given by a DC bias current and the AC current, or the current that depends on input signal applied. So from that we have derived the expression for AC current, or ID can be given as Kn dash W by L VGS minus VT into VGS. The parameter that relates ID and VGS is the MOSFET transconductance GM. So ID divided by VGS, if you take this term on left hand side, so ID divided by VGS you will get as GM. So this term can be written as Kn dash W by L VGS minus VT, or Kn dash W by L VOV, where VOV corresponds to overdrive voltage. If you draw the slope of the ID versus VGS characteristics at the bias point, GM is defined as, slope is defined as change in ID divided by change in VGS. We'll see in the representation graph. So if you observe the characteristics ID versus this, please observe this is VGS. In earlier graph, that analysis MOSFET characteristics, so there we have analyzed ID versus VDS characteristics. Now we are analyzing ID versus VGS, gate to source voltage. At bias point means, biasing means only DC sources are involved. The current that is flowing is ID. The voltage available is VGS. So please observe the notation, capital letters ID as well as here. And then input signal applied, this corresponds to threshold value. The difference VGS minus VT, that corresponds to overdrive voltage. One more very important observation, if you observe the graph, VGS acts as a reference line. Okay, VGS acts as a reference line, and there will be variations. So maximum variation of input signal VGS will be, it is, so if you observe from this reference point, it is VGS minus VT, peak value. On either side if you take, it is 2 times VGS minus VT. So that we overdrive voltage, the VGS greater than threshold, or this difference VGS minus VT will decide what will be the maximum signal swing at the input. So this, from this graph, I suppose you are clear with this concept. Input signal swing means, so from this reference line, so how much peak value it can reach, that is VGS minus VT on either side. So total peak to peak is 2 times VGS minus VT. Correspondingly, you can observe the output current, okay, ID variation also, ID variation. After these variations, VGS, the lowercase subscript, please observe. Now input signal triangular wave is applied. In response to this, the current earlier, which was constant at DC bias operating, and when you apply VGS input signal that need to be amplified, the current will vary based on the input signal variation. This we are referring it as ID. Then the slope of this for this transfer this characteristics, if I draw a tangent and take slope, and that will give you me change in ID. This will be change in ID, delta ID, divided by change in VGS, delta ID by delta VGS, will give me that slope is nothing but transconductance GM. The variation of ID with respect to change in variation of VGS, either in increase in this case. The third term, voltage gain, we can express the total instantaneous drain voltage as follows. VD is given by VDD minus IDRD. So this is an instantaneous value. So instantaneous value is given by DC as well as AC component. So ID plus ID. Under the small signal condition, we have VD is equal to VDD minus RD. So instantaneous value is replaced by DC bias current ID and the current that depends on VGS, which can be rewritten as VD minus RD into ID. So signal component VD, signal component VD. So this signal component VD can be written as minus ID times RD, or it can be written as minus GM VGS RD, which indicates that voltage gain is given by AV is VD divided by VGS, that is minus GM into RD. By rearranging this equation, VD by VGS is minus GM RD. So the voltage gain is given by minus GM RD. Negative sign indicates that 180-degree phase shift between VD and VGS, that is output and input, 180-degree phase shift. If you observe the representation, the figure shows total instantaneous voltages VGS and VD. This corresponds to VGS input variation. So triangular waveform. V is the peak to peak value, and this value is corresponds to DC voltage applied at the gate terminal VGS, and this varying signal, and this lowercase v and capital GS, this corresponds to instantaneous value of this triangular waveform. Every instant you can take the value. Okay, so at this point it is sum of VGS plus the actual signal applied, lowercase VGS, and we know that this swing already we have assumed, we have analyzed. Okay, 2 times VGS minus VT, the total swing V should be less than 2 times VGS minus VT. Then if you observe VD, output signal, so when only DC sources are there, output is VD DC. So this acts as a reference line. When you apply a signal, a triangular waveform, you can observe at the output. So this is VD max, VD minimum, and the gain is given by GM RD. So at the output you can observe the signal is amplified by GM RD component. And one more observation, it is phase shift between input and output. If you observe, that phase shift is 180-degree. Here it is going negative going, here it is positive going. When this signal is negative, positive going, this will be negative going. This we are referring it as 180-degree phase shift between input and output. The last concept of today's video, separating the DC analysis and the signal analysis. Under small signal approximation, signal quantities are superimposed on DC quantities. Already we have seen this. Signal quantities are superimposed on DC quantities. For instance, total drain current ID equals the DC current ID plus signal current ID. The total drain voltage corresponds to VD plus VD. Once stable DC operating point has been established and all DC quantities calculated, we may perform signal analysis ignoring DC quantities.